dust and breath. Light rests on the floor like a pause thought. Records spin without names. Needles trace circles, time folds inward. Hands learn patience through repetition. Each loop feels shorter than the last. Silent steps between sounds, those steps matter. Static lives at the edge of hearing. It speaks in grain and air. Moments stacked in layers, never smooth. Rough edges hold truth. A clock blinks once, then waits. No rush, lives here. Beats drift, then settle. They choose rest over force. I sit with echoes from old rooms. Walls remember touch, floors remember weight. Music remembers intent. Notes arrive incomplete, they leave room behind. Absence shapes the phrase, gaps feel honest. A drum lands soft, then leaves, another follows late. Timing bends, control hides inside restraint. Dust pops, speak louder than polish. Cracks carry warmth, clean lines feel distant. Imperfection stays close, the loop repeats yet shifts. Tiny changes pull focus. A breath slides early, a snare waits longer. Time stretches like slow smoke, seconds lose rank. Minutes blur in the texture, the end does not announce itself. Sound fades, not gone, still present. Memory holds the tale, you feel finished before notice. Closure lives in instinct, no words explain the state. No speech fits, only space responds, space listens. Hands rest on cold metal, machines sleep between tasks. Energy lingers low, purpose remains sharp. This music refuses spectacle, it chooses way through calm. Nothing pushes, everything stays. Yeah. Final tone leans, then dissolves. Room tone fills the frame, attention sharpens. You sense the door close, silence stands tall. It earns respect, it completes the thought. Nothing else follows.
Time stretches across the room. Seconds loosen their shape. Nothing pushes forward, nothing pulls back. A slow pulse settles in the chest. Breath follows without command. The body agrees with stillness. Resistance fades. Sound arrives carefully. Each note leaves space behind it. Silence finishes the thought. Balance forms naturally. Movement exists without hurry. Hands rest, eyes soften, attention stays present. The world outside keeps its pace. Inside motion chooses restraint. Urgency loses authority, calm takes the lead. Thoughts drift like loose pages. They circle, they pause, they land when ready. No signal demands reaction. No clock argues for speed. The moment expands quietly. Awareness widens, low tones ground perception. Higher tones lift gently, nothing competes. Everything cooperates, patience shapes understanding. Listen replaces effort, clarity grows from waiting. Meaning arrives unforced. The air feels thicker with presence. Not heavy, supportive, holding attention steady. Memory moves slower here, past moments soften. Sharp edges dull, lessons remain without weight. A rhythm breathes under thought, not counted, felt trusted. Time stops performing, it simply exists. Moments line up without pressure. Sequence loses dominance, stillness reveals detail. Tiny sound surface, fabric shifts, air hums. Each sensation claims its space, none overpower, none vanish. Balance holds, thoughts simplify. simplifies, excess falls away, essentials remain visible, purpose clears, the body learns ease again. Muscles release, store tension, posture adjusts, comfort settles. This pace teaches restraint, control hides in softness, strength avoids display, confidence stays quiet, sound repeats with care, familiar but alive. Small changes guide focus, nuance holds attention, nothing signal arrival, nothing marks departure, presence defines the state, continuity matters, emotion moves evenly, no surge, no drop, a steady line, connection forms inward, self aligns with moment, external noise fades in a space open. Time feels wide now, minutes stretch thin, seconds blur in the texture, duration loses rank. The rhythm supports reflection, it never demands response. It stays patient, it stays near. Awareness sharpens through calm, observation replaces judgment, acceptance replaces control, understanding deepens, the room holds warmth, light stays low, shadows feel soft, contrast stays gentle, each pause carries intention, waiting feels active, stillness holds purpose, silence speaks clearly, thoughts slow their pace, language simplifies, meaning stays direct. Nothing decorates, the body listens to itself, signals arrive clearly, neat surface, calmly responds, follows smoothly, time continues without tension, it moves alongside, never ahead, never behind. The state resists labels, it exists without explanation, experience stands alone, understand feels complete, sound fades slightly, the effect remains, vibration lingers, memory keeps shape. Nothing feels unfinished, nothing feels rushed, the moment holds, it allows continuation. Presence remains the anchor, attention stays grounded, distraction finds no grip, focus feels kind, this pace protects clarity, burnout loses access, sustainability leads, endurance grows, energy circulates evenly, no spike, no drain, balance stabilizes, time accepts this rhythm, it bends without breaking flow, replaces force, ease defines motion, the mind releases urgency, deadlines lose volume, priority simplifies, direction clarifies, sound supports thought without dominance, texture guides emotion, volume stays controlled, intent stays central, stillness becomes active ground, from here motion makes sense, from here choice sharpens, from here clarity grows, nothing interrupts the pace, external signals soften, internal rhythm leads, trust builds. The moment deepens, awareness stays wide, judgment stays quiet, presence stays firm, time continues moving slowly, not delayed, not stuck, aligned, the room holds this state, air remembers vibration, silence feels earned, nothing breaks the frame. This pace offers space, space offers clarity, clarity offers direction, direction stays calm, sound thins further, quiet steps forward, the feeling remains intact, nothing collapses, time no longer demands notice, it cooperates, it flows, it rests beside awareness, the state holds steady, no climax waits, no resolution, rushes continuity, feels enough, motion resumes gently, not abrupt, not forced, integrated, the rhythm never disappears, it settles underneath a foundation, a guide, time keeps moving slow, and everything fits.
Slow across the room, thoughts float without collision. Pressure fades when weight leaves the chest. Motion starts with balance. Steps land soft on concrete days. Noise stays outside the frame. Focus sharpens through calm. Direction forms without force. The mind drifts like paper above streets. No anchor drags it down. Questions rise, answers breathe. Every sound carries space around it. Nothing crowds the moment. Time and stays loose. Control lives inside ease. Eyes scan patterns and small things. Cracks in sidewalks, light between buildings. Rhythm hides everywhere. Time does not chase here. It moves beside. Progress feels quiet. Growth avoids spectacle. Thoughts sort themselves through patience. Clarity grows from listening. Less clutter, more meaning. Words land clean when intent stays pure. No need for volume, no need for rush. Prison speaks, the world pushes speed, this path rejects it. Breath sets the tempo, steps follow naturally. Ideas travel without resistance. They hover, they circle, they settle and breathe. Knowledge stays fluid, ego stays light. Learning never hardens, motion remains open. Sound becomes guide, bass hums like steady ground. Keys drift like passing light, drums tap time into focus. Every loop teaches restraint, repetition reveals nuance. Small shifts hold power, attention sharp as moments stack gently. No collapse, no overload, balance holds. Mind clears through intention, thought trims excess. Direction feels earned, purpose stays clean. No chains cling to memory, past lessons informed, they never trap. Movement stays forward, calm cause deeper than noise. Silence teaches discipline, listening refines judgment. Awareness expands, crowds chase signal through chaos. It's lane values tone, texture matters. Subtlety wins, each choice reflects in a weight. Light choices lift, heavy ones sink. Awareness decides, vision sharp as division. Focus narrows, distraction fades. Path appears, language flows without aggression. Confidence rests in clarity, strength shows through control. Force feels unnecessary, days pass without rush. Minutes stretch when needed, attention stays present. Time cooperates, knowledge spread through observation. Experience shapes perspective, growth stays steady, ego stays small. Movement adapts, nothing resists change. Flexibility protects balance, rigidity breaks. Every sound leaves room behind it. Space completes the phrase, absence shapes meaning. Silence speaks, lightness guards the mind. Weight drains creativity, freedom fuels thought. Clarity leads action, steps align with intention. Motion follows vision, vision stays grounded. Ground never traps, the body learns patience. The mind learns trust, process replaces pressure flow, replaces strain. No crown waits at the end, no finish line shouts. The journey remains the point, presence defines success. I stay level with the horizon, neither above nor below. Balance sets posture, calm sets tone. Every breath resets alignment, tension leaves quietly. Focus returns, awareness widens. The beat never dominates, it supports, it guides, it holds space. Thoughts land like soft rain, they nourish, they never flood. Growth stays controlled, energy circulates without friction. Nothing blocks it, nothing hoards it. Exchange stays clean, wisdom avoids display. It rests in action, choices reflected. Noise never defines it, the mind stays open like clear sky. Clouds pass, they never own it. Perspective remains wide, sound fades slow in the quiet. The moment lingers, meaning stays. Nothing feels unfinished, the state asks nothing, it offers direction. Movement continues, lightness remains. Light steals across quiet streets, windows get door without noise. Air feels reset, the city breathes slower. Shadows loosen their grit, edges soften. Yesterday steps back, a clean frame appears. Movement begins without command. Birds, trees, simple pairs. Distant engines thumb low. Nothing interrupts the calm. The ground goes warm from before, cold fades gently. Balance with times, posture straightens. Time feels patient here. Minutes stop arguing. The moment opens wide, attention settles. Sound arise with restraint. A low rhythm, steady start. Melody lips without bullying. Everything stays aligned. Light climbs walls and faces, no spotlight needed. Clarity rose to presence, details sharpened. Routine remains purpose, steps fall in the order. Direction forms through consistency. Progress feels honest. The mind peers hold residue, doubt loses volume. Confidence grows quiet, focus replacing tension. Warm toes to get renewed, our traumatic not forced. Undue time. The thief moves forward steadily, no spikes, no clouds. A smooth vine. Yeah. We feel open again, tabs we connect. Obstacle shred, our stability wide. We beepins naturally, the chest expands, the body agrees, energy circulates. Yeah, like reflects for simple surfaces, glass, metal, skin. Every reflection for burns, presence, nothing feels rushed, nothing lingers too long, valid homes. Yeah, sound supports motion, it never dominates, it guides lightly, it stays dependable. Old weight releases slowly, not erased, understood, set aside. The mind soars priorities, excess crops away, essentials remain, purpose sharpens. This moment respects effort, rest follows work, recovery follows strain. Yeah. Continuity stays intact, color returns to small things, sidewalk vines, street signs, leaves caught in light. Each detail feels intentional, nothing screams for notice, subtlety earns respect, awareness expands, this movement continues flowing. No announcement, no ceremony, just motion. The rhythm never stalls, consistency builds trust. Trust fuels momentum, momentum stays in flow. Thoughts align with action, no friction, no resistance, flow emerging. Morning carries resolve, not optimism without reasons. Stability grounded in effort, confidence built over time. Life faces deeper corners, hidden spaces where feels shaped. Nothing stays obscure, truth sits visible. Sound on the air, a steady bass ain't just motion. Higher tones lift perspective, harmony settles. The day opens fully now, choices feel clearer. Nudginess sharpens, intent leads, that's nights. Last night's loop influence, lessons remain useful. Grass stays quiet, experience informs direction. No finish line defines progress. Movement itself proves value. Presence confirms growth. Persistence equals strength. Energy spreads evenly. Nothing slights, nothing drains. Talents protects momentum. Stays kind, discipline feels natural, effort feels measured, sustainability matters, like containment rising, not chasing hate, just following ports, reliability defines it, the theme repeats with purpose, each cycle reinforces calm, repetition builds foundation, foundation supports vision, sound fades into that chanting, attention stays steady, method distracts, gravity remains, work begins without sweats, tasks still lighter, mortal replaces chaos. Structure supports teity, the city feels cooperative, stiggles alive, timing works, resistance lowers. Movement respects pacing, no burnout, no collapse, endurance leads, light settles in the full presence. The frame locks and picks and holds, nothing feels unfinished. The state requires no explanation. It stands on feeling, on balance, of ingenuity. Sound stay forming to quiet, silence feels earned. The atmosphere remains stay, direction holds. The moment continues forward, no pause needed, no reset required. Renewal stays active, like remains, clarity remains.
Motion remains, the day carries on.
Soft light settles on the room. Air feels close but calm. Time slows without asking. Attention turns inward. A steady rhythm hums low. Not loud, not urgent. Comfortable. Motion exists in small details, a nod, a pause, a breath held half a second longer. Connection grows without pressure, no signal, demand response, no expectation waits, presence feels enough. Sound wraps around thought, warm tones lean gently, nothing cuts sharp, edges stay round. Moments arrive unannounced, they stay longer than planned. They leave without noise, memory keeps the shape. The beat walks, not runs, swing bends time. Human timing shows itself, control loosens by choice. Eyes rest instead of search, focus lands naturally. Nothing competes for space, calm wins by default. Hands learn rhythm through repetition, no perfection needed. Small flaws carry warmth, feeling matters more. The room feels shared, even alone. Echo suggests company, distance feels shorter, walls listen. Thoughts slow their pace, clarity replaces tension. Overthinking steps aside, simplicity stays. Affection forms quietly, no grand gesture leads. Consistency builds trust, time does the work. The melody repeats with care, each pass feels familiar. Subtle shifts add depth, nothing breaks the spell. Silence fits between notes, space completes the phrase. Absence adds meaning, restraint shapes emotion. The groove settles in the chest, heartbeat aligns. Breathing evens out, the body agrees. Nothing tries to impress, nothing asks approval. Authenticity carries weight, honesty feels close. Warmth spreads slowly like shared laughter, remembered like late conversations, like comfort without explanation. Sound becomes a language, it speaks without words. Understanding arrives gently, no translation needed. Time loses sharp edges, minutes stretch soft. The moment stays open, no rush follows. Connection grows through patience, trust forms through consistency. Care shows through presence, intensity stays low. The beat never dominates, it supports, it carries, it waits. Thoughts drift but return easily. Attention stays anchored, distraction fades. Focus feels kind, emotion moves without drama. No spike, no drop, a steady line. Memory and feeling overlap, past warmth informs now. Nothing weighs heavy, everything feels light. The texture stays raw, imperfection stays visible. Nothing hides behind polish, truth shows openly. Each sound feels intentional, each pause feels chosen. Control lives in restraint, confidence stays quiet. Connection does not rush, commitment it builds foundation first. It listens before speaking, it grows at its own pace. The rhythm invites closeness, not dependency, not urgency, mutual ease. Sound fills the room evenly, no corner ignored, no space crowded, balance holds. Thoughts align with feeling, mind and body agree. Nothing resists, nothing forces, warm tones linger after fade. Silence keeps them alive, the feeling stays present even after sound leaves. Movement slows naturally, posture relaxes, jaw unclenches, the body rests. Affection exists without declaration, it shows through consistency, through time spent, through attention held. The groove repeats, familiar but alive, each loop deepens trust. Repetition becomes comfort, emotion remains steady. No spike of intensity, no drop of absence. Continuity defines it, connection feels mutual. No imbalance, no pull, just shared space. Sound remains warm until the end, no sharp exit, no sudden stop. A gradual release, the room holds the aftertaste. It remembers vibration, the feeling does not vanish, it settles. This moment asks nothing, it offers presence, it offers calm, it offers connection. No words interrupted, no labels define it. Experience stands on its own, understanding feels complete. The rhythm fades softly, the state remains. Nothing feels unfinished, nothing then feels held. Yo, rhythm speaks with borrowed breath. Old rooms echo through new wires. History hums inside the low end. Nothing arrives empty. Hands move with respect for source. Sound travels through decades. Every note remembers touch. Lineage stays audible. Records spin stories without faces. Crackles hold fingerprints. Dust protects memory. Silence frames intent. This music stands on shoulders. Roots visible. Branches wide. Growth stays honest. Knowledge rides inside vibration. Tone carries lesson. Swing teaches timing. Feel guide structure, no genre walls survive here. Only conversation, call and response across years. Continuity breathes, the bass walks steady. Not flashy, not timid, confident through balance. Drums speak plainly, no disguise, no excess. Function meets feeling, words ride rhythm with care. Meaning stays clear, purpose stays grounded. Message avoids noise, culture leaves through exchange. Nothing owned alone, ideas pass hands. Respect keeps value, sound honors before advancing. Innovation never erases. Progress builds layer by layer. Memory stays intact. This lane value study. Listening before speaking. Absorbing before shaping. Understanding before display. Craft grows from patience. Hours unseen. Repetition accepted. Mastery earned quietly. Voices sound relaxed but firm. No need to shout. Certainty sits calm. Identity holds. The groove invites thought. Not escape, not distraction. Engagement through rhythm. Every phrase nods backward. Every step moves forward. Past and present align. Future stays open. Sound carries community weight, shared struggle, shared pride, shared language. Nothing here asks permission, presence confirms worth. History supports stance, confidence flows. The beat leaves room to breathe. Space equals trust, trust deepens focus. Focus sharpens delivery, lyrics teach without lecturing. Information wrapped in flow, education through sound. Awareness spreads, this form rejects dilution. Substance leads, surface follows, depth defines, stay in power. Listeners meet lineage mid-step. Curiosity opens doors, context enriches hearing, understanding grows. The rhythm never panders, it respects intelligence. It expects listening, it rewards attention. Style reflects discipline, loose yet controlled, free yet grounded. Balance holds, every bar aligns with intent. No filler, no waste, economy of expression. Culture moves through circles, nothing linear. Return brings insight, revisiting adds meaning. Sound becomes archive, living record, breathing document. History in motion, the low end anchors truth. High notes lift thought, mid-tones connect. Harmony forms, knowledge stays audible. Not hidden, not coded for exclusion. Shared openly, this music refuses erasure. Names remain unspoken yet present. Influence stands visible, respect stays constant. Technique supports message, flash never replaces substance. Skill serves purpose, purpose leads. The groove carries confidence earned. No borrowed bravado, no forced stance. Authenticity resonates, art live through dialogue. Past speaking to present, present answering back. Conversation continues, each sample holds a lesson. Each rhythm holds context, each pause holds intention. Nothing accidental, the sound claims space with ease. No aggression requires stability, proves strength. Calm holds authority, listening becomes participation. Awareness activates, understanding deepens. Connection forms, the beat stays minimal. Clarity stays high, distraction fades. Essentials remain, cultural pride sits central. Not defensive, not loud, firm. Sound travels beyond trend. Time tested kindly, relevance holds, longevity speaks. Education rides the groove, history enters casually. Curiosity catches on, learning spreads. This form values credit, acknowledgement stays intact. Roots stay, name the spirit, continually respected. The rhythm invites head nods and thought, body and mind align. Movement follows meaning, engaged and deep in sound resists simplification. Nuance remains, layers reveal over time. Patience rewarded, this lane stands independent. No validation chase, no approval sought, self-defined. Influence flows outward, others listen, others adapt. Cycle continues, the low end tells truth tenure. No filter, no gloss, honest vibration. Culture breathes through maintenance, care keeps it alive. Neglect erases, attention preserved. This music carries classroom energy, lessons embedded, never forced, always present. Rhythm becomes language, fluency grows with listen and understanding. Sharpens, connection holds, sound remains open-ended. Interpretation, welcome meaning, shared dialogue, encouraged. This tradition values progression, stagnation avoided. Movement stays mindful, growth intentional. Every session adds chapter, nothing final, nothing closed. Story ongoing, the groove maintains integrity. Compromise stays absent, identity remains clear. Purpose steady, the sound bridges ever's all bridging. Yeah. settles into the room. Light does not rush. It stays. It listens. A steady tone holds the air. Nothing sharp enters, nothing leaves too fast. Balance takes shape. Affection moves without announcement. No signal flashes, no promise shouts. Care exists through consistency. Sound wraps gently around thought. Low notes ground emotion. Higher tones lift perspective. Everything aligns. Time feels supportive here. Moments stretch without strain. Minutes cooperate. Presence feels natural. The rhythm leans forward slightly. Never pushing, never pulling. Guiding with ease. Attention settles on small details. A breath held longer. A pause respected. A silence allowed. Connection grows through patience. No demand for proof. No test of intensity. Trust builds quietly. The groove carries intention. It stays warm, it stays open, it stays honest. Emotion rests instead of spikes. No drama needed, no contrast forced. A steady line feels true. The space feels shared, even without voices, even without touch. Energy fills the gap. Sound feels like reassurance, not comfort that numbs. Comfort that steadies, comfort that supports. Thoughts slow the pace, language simplifies, meaning sharpens, noise dissolves. This feeling values presence over display, care over performance, listening over reaction, depth over volume. Warm tones suggest commitment, not urgency, not possession. Consistency, the beat breathes evenly. Nothing crowds and nothing interrupts. Room remains. Silence does work here. It holds meaning, it frames emotion, it earns respect. Attention stays grounded, no drift toward distraction, no pull toward excess. Focus feels kind, affection shows through rhythm, through time and through restraint, through care taken. The body responds before thought. Shoulders relax, breathing evens, posture softens. Sound carries reassurance without instruction, without explanation. Understanding arrives anyway. Time continues without pressure. The moment holds itself. Nothing rushes conclusion, nothing seeks climax. Emotion stays present, but light felt without weight, known without tension, accepted without defense. The groove repeats with purpose, familiar but alive. Each pass deepens comfort, repetition builds trust. The state avoids extremes, no high to chase, no low to fear. Stability leads, warm spreads evenly, no corner ignored, no space crowded. Balance holds, thought aligns with feeling, no conflict, no resistance. Ease becomes default. Connection feels mutual, no imbalance, no pull, shared ground. The sound stays patient, it waits, it allows, it supports. Memory forms softly, without sharp edges, without regret. Only warmth remains. Care expresses itself through attention, through time given, through space respected, through calm maintained. Nothing demands definition, nothing asks for labels. Experience stands complete, understanding feels enough. The rhythm never dominates, it walks beside it, adapts, it stays near. Emotional weight stays manageable, nothing overwhelms, nothing drains, energy circulates. Light feels steady now, not bright, not dim, comfortable. Sound feels like trust built over time, earned slowly, kept carefully, never rushed. The moment holds, it does not collapse, it does not fade, it simply continues. Affection lives in reliability, in showing up and staying present in consistency. This space invites honesty, no performance needed, no armor required. Safety feels real. The groove respects boundaries, never intrudes, never withdraws. Balance maintained. Emotion flows without friction. Expression feels natural. Restraint feels chosen. Control feels calm. Time cooperates again. Seconds align. Minutes agree. The pace feels right. Sound supports reflection. It never distracts. It never overwhelms. A steady thought. The room holds warmth long after vibration fades. Air remembers tone. Silence carries echo. Feeling stays. Connection does not seek proof, it exists through presence, through consistency, through care taken daily. The rhythm fades gently, no abrupt stop, no sharp exit. Release feels gradual, nothing feels unfinished, nothing feels missing. Completion lives in balance, continuity feels natural. The state offers calm without passivity, strength without force, care without possession, clarity without pressure. Sound becomes reassurance, a quiet agreement, a shared understanding, a steady light. Time to use, moving not fast, not slow, align it. The feeling remains grounded, even as sound leaves, even as silence grows. Presence stays, nothing needs to be said, nothing needs to be claimed. The experience stands whole.
Soft warmth settles into the room. Light does not rush.
It stays. It listens. A steady tone holds the air. Nothing sharp enters, nothing leaves too fast. Balance takes shape. Affection moves without announcement. No signal flashes, no promise shouts. Care exists through consistency. Sound wraps gently around thought. Low notes ground emotion, higher tones lift perspective. Everything aligns, time feels supportive here. Moments stretch without strain, minutes cooperate. Presence feels natural, the rhythm leans forward slightly. Never pushing, never pulling, guiding with ease. Attention settles on small details. A breath held longer, a pause respected, a silence allowed. Connection grows through patience, no demand for proof, no test of intensity. Trust builds quietly, the groove carries intention. It stays warm, it stays open, it stays honest. Emotion rests instead of spikes, no drama needed, no contrast force. A steady line feels true. The space feels shared, even without voices, even without touch. Energy fills the gap, sound feels like reassurance, not comfort that numbs. Comfort that steadies, comfort that supports. Thoughts slow their pace, language simplifies, meaning sharpens. Noise dissolves, this feeling values presence over display. Care over performance, listening over reaction. Depth over volume, warm tone suggests commitment. Not urgency, not possession, consistency. The beat breathes evenly, nothing crowds it, nothing interrupts. Room remains, silence does work here. It holds meaning, it frames emotion, it earns respect. Attention stays grounded, no drift toward distraction, no pull toward excess. Focus feels kind, affection shows through rhythm, through timing, through restraint, through caretaking. The body responds before thought, shoulders relax, breathing evens, posture softens. Sound carries reassurance, without instruction, without explanation. Understanding arrives anyway. Time continues without pressure, the moment holds itself. Nothing rushes conclusion, nothing seeks climax. Emotion stays present but light, felt without weight, known without tension, accepted without defense. The groove repeats with purpose, familiar but alive. Each pass deepens comfort, repetition builds trust. The state avoids extremes, no high to chase, no low to fear. Stability leads, warmth spreads evenly, no corner ignored, no space crowded. Balance holds. Thought aligns with feeling, no conflict, no resistance, ease becomes default. Connection feels mutual, no imbalance, no pull, shared ground. The sound stays patient, it waits, it allows, it supports. Memory forms softly, without sharp edges, without regret. Only warmth remains, care expresses itself through attention, through time given, through space respected, through calm maintained. Nothing demands definition, nothing asks for labels. Experience stands complete, understanding feels enough. The rhythm never dominates, it walks beside, it adapts, it stays near. Emotional weight stays manageable, nothing overwhelms, nothing drains, energy circulates. Light feels steady now, not bright, not dim, comfortable. Sound feels like trust built over time, earned slowly, kept carefully, never rushed. The moment holds, it does not collapse, it does not fade, it simply continues. Affection lives in reliability, and showing up and staying present in consistency. This space invites honesty, no performance needed, no armor required, safety feels real. The groove respects boundaries, never intrudes, never withdraws, balance maintained. Emotion flows without friction, expression feels natural, restraint feels chosen, control feels calm. Time cooperates again, seconds align, minutes agree, the pace feels right. Sound supports reflection, it never distracts, it never overwhelms, it steadies thought. The room holds warmth long after vibration fades. Air remembers tone, silence carries echo, feeling stays. Connection does not seek proof, it exists through presence, through consistency, through care taken daily. The rhythm fades gently, no abrupt stop, no sharp exit. Release feels gradual, nothing feels unfinished, nothing feels missing. Completion lives in balance, continuity feels natural. The state offers calm without passivity, strength without force, care without possession, clarity without pressure. Sound becomes reassurance, a quiet agreement, a shared understanding, a steady light. Time continues moving, not fast, not slow, aligned. The feeling remains grounded, even as sound leaves, even as silence grows, presence stays. Nothing needs to be said, nothing needs to be claimed. The experience stands whole. stretches across the room. Seconds loosen their shape. Nothing pushes forward, nothing pulls back. A slow pulse settles in the chest. Breath follows without command. The body agrees with stillness. Resistance fades. Sound arrives carefully. Each note leaves space behind it. Silence finishes the thought. Balance forms naturally. Movement exists without hurry. Hands rest. Eyes soften. Attention stays present. The world outside keeps its pace inside. Motion chooses restraint. Urgency loses authority. Calm takes the lead. Thoughts drift like loose pages. They circle, they pause, they land when ready. No signal demands reaction. No clock argues for speed. The moment expands quietly. Awareness widens. Low tones ground perception. High tones lift gently. Nothing competes, everything cooperates. Patience shapes understanding. Listen replaces effort. Clarity grows from waiting. Meaning arrives in force. The air feels thicker with presence, not heavy. Supportive, holding attention steady. Memory moves slower here. Past moments soften. Sharp edges dull. Lessons remain without weight. A rhythm breathes under thought, not counted, felt, trusted. Time stops performing, it simply exists. Moments line up without pressure. Sequence loses dominance. Stillness reveals detail. Tiny sound surface. Fabric shifts, air hums. Each sensation claims a space. None overpower, none vanish. Balance holds. Thought simplifies. Excess falls away. Essentials remain visible. Purpose clears. The body learns ease again. Muscles release. Store attention. Posture adjusts. Comfort settles as pace teaches restraint. Control hides in softness. Strength avoids display. Confidence stays quiet. Sound repeats with care. Familiar but alive. Small changes guide focus. Nuance holds attention. Nothing signals arrival. Nothing marks departure. Presence defines the state. Continuity matters. Emotion moves evenly. No surge, no drop. A steady line. Connection forms inward. Self-aligns with moment. External noise fades. Inner space opens. Time feels wide now. Minutes stretch thin in. Seconds blur into texture. Duration loses rank. The rhythm supports reflection. It never demands response. It stays patient. It stays near. Awareness sharpens through calm. Observation replaces judgment. Acceptance replaces control. Understanding deepens. The room holds warmth. Light stays low. Shadows feel soft. Contrast stays gentle. Each pause carries intention. Waiting feels active. Stillness holds purpose. Silence speaks clearly. Thoughts slow their pace. Language simplifies. Meaning stays direct. Nothing decorates. The body listens to itself. Signals arrive clearly. Neat surface calmly responds. Follow smoothly. Time continues without tension. It moves alongside. Never ahead. Never behind. The state resists labels. It exists without explanation. Experience stands alone. Understanding feels complete. Sound fades slightly, the effect remains. Vibration lingers, memory keeps shape. Nothing feels unfinished, nothing feels rushed. The moment holds, it allows continuation. Presence remains the anchor of attention. Stays grounded, distraction finds no grip. Focus feels kind, this pace protects clarity. Burnout loses access, sustainability leads. Endurance grows, energy circulates evenly. No spike, no drain. Balance stabilizes, time accepts its rhythm. It bends without breaking. Flow replaces force, ease defines motion. The mind releases urgency. Deadlines lose volume. Priority simplifies. Direction clarifies. Sound supports thought without dominance. Texture guides emotion. Volume stays controlled. Intent stays central. Stillness becomes active ground. From here motion makes sense. From here choice sharpens. From here clarity grows. Nothing interrupts the pace. External signals soften. Internal rhythm leads. Trust builds. The moment deepens. Awareness stays wide. Judgment stays quiet. Presence stays firm. Time continues. Moving slowly, not delayed. Not stuck aligned. The room holds this state. Air remembers vibration. Silence feels earned. Nothing breaks the frame. Yeah. This pace offers space, space offers clarity, clarity offers direction, direction stays calm, sound thins further, quiet steps forward, the feeling remains intact, nothing collapses, time no longer demands notice, it cooperates, it flows, it rests beside awareness, the state holds steady, no climax waits, no resolution rushes, continuity feels enough, motion resumes gently, not abrupt, not forced, integrated, the rhythm never disappears, it settles underneath the foundation of God, time keeps moving slow, and everything fits.
settles on the room. Air feels close but calm. Time slows without asking. Attention turns inward. A steady rhythm hums low. Not loud, not urgent, comfortable. Motion exists in small details. A nod, a pause, a breath held half a second longer. Connection grows without pressure. No signal demands response. No expectation waits. Presence feels enough. Sound wraps around thought. Warm tones lean gently. Nothing cuts sharp. Edges stay round. Moments arrive unannounced. They stay longer than planned. They leave without noise. Memory keeps the shape. The beat walks, not runs. Swing bends time. Human timing shows itself. Control loosens by choice. Eyes rest instead of search. Focus lands naturally. Nothing competes for space. Calm wins by default. Hands learn rhythm through repetition. No perfection needed. Small flaws carry warmth. Feeling matters more. The room feels shared even alone. That could suggest company. Distance feels shorter. Walls listen. Thoughts slow their pace. Clarity replaces tension. Overthinking steps aside. Simplicity stays. Affection forms quietly. No grand gesture leads. Consistency builds trust. Time does the work. The melody repeats with care. Each pass feels familiar. Subtle shifts add depth. Nothing breaks the spell. Silence fits between notes. Space completes the phrase. Absence adds meaning. Restraint shapes emotion. The groove settles in the chest. Heartbeat aligns. Breathing evens out. The body agrees. Nothing tries to impress. Nothing asks approval. Authenticity carries weight. Honesty feels close. Warmth spreads slowly like shared laughter. Remember like late conversations. Like comfort without explanation. Sound becomes a language. It speaks without words. Understanding arrives gently. No translation needed. Time loses sharp edges. Minutes stretch soft. The moment stays open. No rush follows. Connection grows through patience. Trust forms through consistency. Care shows through presence. Intensity stays low. The beat never dominates, it supports, it carries, it weighs. Thoughts drift but return easily. Attention stays anchored, distraction fades. Focus feels kind, emotion moves without drama. No spike, no drop, a steady line. Memory and feeling overlap. Past warmth informs now. Nothing weighs heavy, everything feels light. The texture stays raw, imperfection stays visible. Nothing hides behind polish, truth shows openly. Each sound feels intentional, each pause feels chosen. Control lives in restraint, confidence stays quiet. Connection does not rush commitment, it builds foundation first. It listens before speaking, it grows at its own pace. The rhythm invites closeness, not dependency, not urgency, mutual ease. Sound fills the room evenly, no corner ignored, no space crowded, balance hold. Thoughts align with feeling, mind and body agree. Nothing resists, nothing forces. Warm tones linger after fade. Silence keeps them alive, the feeling stays present even after sound leaves. Movement slows naturally, posture relaxes, jaw unclenches, the body rests. Affection exists without declaration. It shows through consistency, through time spent, through attention held. The groove repeats, familiar but alive. Each loop deepens trust, repetition becomes comfort. Emotion remains steady, no spike of intensity, no drop of absence. Continuity defines it, connection feels mutual. No imbalance, no pull, just shared space. Sound remains warm until the end. No sharp exit, no sudden stop. A gradual release, the room holds the aftertaste. Air remembers vibration, the feeling does not vanish, it settles. This moment asks nothing, it offers presence. It offers calm, it offers connection. No words interrupted, no labels define it. Experience stands on its own, understanding feels complete. The rhythm fades softly. The state remains. Nothing feels unfinished. Nothing feels healthy.
tweaks with borrowed breath. Old rooms echo through new wives. History hums inside the low end. Nothing arrives empty. Hands move with respect for source. Sound travels through decades. Every note remembers touch. Lineage stays audible. Records spin stories without faces. Crackles hold fingerprints. Dust protects memory. Silence frames intent. This music stands on shoulders. Roots visible. Branches wide. Growth stays honest. Knowledge rides inside vibration. Tone carries lessons. Swing teaches time and feel guides structure. No genre walls survive here. Only conversation, call and response across years. Continuity breathes, the bass walks steady. Not flashy, not timid, confident through balance. Drums speak plainly. No disguise, no excess. Function meets feeling. Words ride rhythm with care. Meaning stays clear, purpose stays grounded. Message avoids noise. Culture lives through exchange. Nothing owned alone. Ideas pass hands. Respect keeps value. Sound honors before advancing. Innovation never erases. Progress builds layer by layer. Memory stays intact. This lane value study. Listening before speaking. Absorbing before shaping. Understanding before display. Craft grows from patience. Hours unseen. Repetition accepted. Mastery yearn quietly. Voices sound relaxed but firm. No need to shout. Certainty sits calm. Identity holds. The groove invites thought. Not escape, not distraction. Engagement through rhythm. Every phrase nods backward. Every step moves forward. Past and present align. Future stays open. Sound carries community weight, shared struggle, shared pride, shared language. Nothing here asks permission. Presence confirms worth, history supports stands. Confidence flows, the beat leaves room to breathe. Space equals trust, trust deepens focus. Focus sharpens delivery, lyrics teach without lecturing. Information wrapped in flow, education through sound. Awareness spreads, this form rejects dilution. Substance leads, surface follows. Depth defines, staying power. Listeners meet lineage mid-step. Curiosity opens doors, context enriches hearing, understanding grows. The rhythm never panders, it respects intelligence, it expects listening, it rewards attention. Style reflects discipline, loose yet controlled, free yet grounded, balance holds. Every bar aligns with intent, no filler, no waste. Economy of expression, culture moves through circles, nothing linear. Return brings insight, revisiting adds meaning. Sound becomes archive, living record, breathing document. History in motion, the low wind anchors truth. High notes lift thought, mid-tones connect, harmony forms. Knowledge stays audible, not hidden, not coded for exclusion, shared openly. This music refuses erasure. Names remain unspoken yet present. Influence stands visible. Respect stays constant. Technique supports message. Flash never replaces substance. Skill serves purpose. Purpose leads. The groove carries confidence. Earn no bobble bravado, no force stance. Authenticity resonates. Art lives through dialogue. Past speaking to present has an answering back. Conversation continues. Each sample holds a lesson. Each rhythm holds context. Each pause holds intention. Nothing accidental. The sound claims space with ease. No aggression requires stability. Proves strength. Calm holds authority. Listening becomes participation. Awareness activates. Understanding deepens. Connection forms. The beat stays minimal. Clarity stays high. Distraction fades. Essentials remain. Cultural pride sits central. Not defensive, not loud. Firm sound travels beyond trend. Not tested kindly. Relevance, longevity speaks. Education rides the groove. History enters casually. Curiosity catches on. Learning spreads. This form values credit. Acknowledgement stays intact. Roots stay named. The spirit continuity respected. The rhythm invites head nods and thought. Body and mind align. Movement follows meaning. Engagement deep in sound resists simplification. Nuance remains. Layers reveal over time. Patience rewarded. This lane stands independent. No validation chase. No approval sought. Self-defined. Influence flows out. With others listen. Others adapt. Cycle continues. The low one tells truth plainly. No filter. No gloss. Honest vibration. Culture breathes through maintenance. Care keeps it alive. Neglect erase. Attention preserves. This music carries classroom image. Lessons embedded, never forced, always present. Rhythm becomes language. Fluency grows with listening. Understanding sharpens. Connection holds. Sound remains open-ended. Interpretation welcome. Meaning shared. Dialogue encouraged. This tradition values progression. Stagnation avoided. Movement stays mindful. Growth intentional. Every session adds chapter. Nothing final. Nothing closed. Story ongoing. The groove maintains integrity. Compromise stays absent. Identity remains clear. Purpose steady. Sound bridges every sound bridge. road stretches under muted sky. Asphalt hums willow memory. Bass rolls slow like steady ground. Drums mark distance, not urgency. City fades behind the mirrors. Fields trade places with signs. Movement feels intentional, no rush presses the spine. Thought splits into layers, past lessons sit quiet. Future stays undefined, the present holds weight. Every mile carries history. Hands on the wheel, learn patience. Direction grows from repetition. Progress stays subtle. Sound breathes between beats. Space matters as much as tone. Nothing crowds the air. Balance keeps control. Roots run deep beneath motion. Concrete and soil share rhythm. Tradition walks beside change. Neither pulls harder. Low notes settle in the chest. High tones drift above thought. Harmony forms through contrast. Tension stays measured. Night approaches without drama. Street lights blink one by one. Awareness sharpens in dim light. Focus narrows naturally. Every choice reflects alignment. Heavy decisions, slow movement. Lighter ones guide flow. Judgment stay internal. Stories linger in silence. They never demand. Retelling memory informs posture. It never traps. A steady pulse keeps time. Nothing flashes for attention. Strength hides inconsistency. Presence defines power. Miles dissolve into rhythm. Distance loses meaning. Motion becomes meditation. Mind stays clear. Community echoes in tone. Share struggle hums underneath. Individual paths still matter. Unity breathe through difference. Wisdom avoids announcement. It shows through action. Calm out last noise. Restraint holds authority. Baseline carries ancestry. Drum pattern honors labor. Melody lifts perspective. Sound becomes lineage. Road signs pass like thoughts. Not all deserve focus. Direction stays chosen. Distraction fades. Balance lies between extremes. Neither excess nor absence wins. Moderation keeps momentum. Control feels earned. Time moves wide here. Time moves wide here, minutes stretch and compress. Clock loses dominance, awareness sets pace. Terrain shifts under wheels, adaptation follows smoothly. Rigidity finds no home, flexibility protects motion. Energy circulates forward, nothing pulls backward. Lessons remain useful, regret stays quiet. The horizon never shouts, it waits, vision stays steady. Steps follow naturally, sound thickens then thins. Texture guides emotion, volume never leads. Intention stays central, inner dialogue slows down. Clarity replaces tension, thought trims excess, purpose sharpens. Communities build through patience, roots take time. Surface growth fades fast, depth endures. Movement respects origin, innovation honors foundation. Progress avoids eraser, continuity stays intact. Low light reveals structure, shadows add definition. Nothing hides completely, truth sits visible. Every breath resets balance, posture realigns. Focus returns, calm settles, sound carries resolve. No speech required, message travels through tone. Understanding arrives quietly, miles continue unfolding. No final marker waits, journey defines itself. Completion feels unnecessary. The road remains open, motion continues. Weight stays centered, direction hold.
Air moves slow across the room. Thoughts float without collision. Pressure fades when weight leaves the chest. Motion starts with balance. Steps land soft on concrete days. Noise stays outside the frame. Focus sharpens through calm. Direction forms without force. The mind drifts like paper above streets. No anchor drags it down. Questions rise, answers breathe. Every sound carries space around it. Nothing crowds the moment. Timing stays loose. Control lives inside ease. Eyes scan patterns and small things. Cracks and sidewalks. Light between buildings, rhythm hides everywhere. Time does not chase here, it moves beside. Progress feels quiet, growth avoids spectacle. Thoughts sort themselves through patience. Clarity grows from listening. Less clutter, more meaning. Words land clean when intent stays pure. No need for volume, no need for rush. Presence speaks, the world pushes speed. This path rejects it, breath sets the tempo. Steps follow naturally. Ideas travel without resistance. They hover, they circle, they settle when ready. Knowledge stays fluid, ego stays light. Learning never hardens hardens, motion remains open. Sound becomes God, bass hums like steady ground. Keys drift like passing light, drums tap time into focus. Every loop teaches restraint, repetition reveals new ones. Small shifts hold power, attention sharpens. Moments stack gently, no collapse, no overload. Balance holds, mind clears through intention. Thought trims excess, direction feels earned. Purpose stays clean, no chains cling to memory. Past lessons inform, they never trap. Movement stays forward, calm cuts deeper than noise. Silence teaches discipline. Listen and refines, judgment awareness expands. Crowds chase signal through chaos. This lane values tone, texture matters, subtlety wins. Each choice reflects in the weight. Light choices lift, heavy ones sink. Awareness decides, vision sharpens through simplicity. Focus narrows, distraction fades. Path appears, language flows without aggression. Confidence rests in clarity. Strength shows through control. Force feels unnecessary. Days pass without rush. Minutes stretch when needed. Attention stays present. Time cooperates. Knowledge spreads through observation. Experience shapes perspective. Growth stays steady. Ego stays small. Movement adapts. Nothing resists change. Flexibility protects balance. Rigidity breaks. Every sound leaves room behind it. Space completes the phrase. Absence shapes meaning. Silence speaks. Lightness guards the mind. Weight drains creativity. Freedom fuels thought. Clarity leads action. Steps align with intention. Motion follows vision. Vision stays ground and ground never traps. The body learns patience. The mind learns trust. Process replaces pressure. Flow replaces strain. No crown waits at the end. No finish line shouts. The journey remains. The point presence defines success. I stay level with the horizon. Neither above nor below. Balance sets posture. Calm sets tone. Every breath resets alignment. Tension leaves quietly. Focus returns. Awareness widens. The beat never dominates. It supports. It guides. It holds space. Thoughts land like soft rain. They nourish. They never flood. Growth stays controlled. Energy circulates without friction. Nothing blocks it. Nothing hoards it. Exchange stays clean. Wisdom avoids display. Arrests in action. Choices reflected. Noise never defines it. The mind stays open like clear sky. Clouds pass. They never own it. Perspective remains wide. Sound fades slow in the quiet. The moment lingers. Meaning stays. Nothing feels unfinished. Yeah. The state acts nothing. It offers direction. Movement continues. Lightness remains. The state asks nothing, it offers direction. Flowing continues, lightness remains.
Quiet room hums with dust and breath. Light rests on the floor like a pause thought. Records spin without names. Needles trace circles. Time folds inward. Hands learn patience through repetition. Each loop feels shorter than the last. Silent steps between sounds. Those steps matter. Static lives at the edge of hearing. It speaks in grain and air. Moments stack. Thin layers never smooth, rough edges hold truth. The clock blinks once, then waits. No rush lives here. Beats drift, then settle. They choose rest over force. I sit with echoes from old rooms. Walls remember touch, floors remember weight. Music remembers intent. Notes arrive incomplete, they leave room behind. Absence shapes the phrase, gaps fill honest. The drum lands soft, then leaves. Another follows late, time and bends. Control hides inside restraint. Dust pops speak louder than polish. Cracks carry warmth, clean lines feel distant. Imperfection stays close, the loop repeats yet shifts. Tiny changes pull focus, a breath slides early, a snare waits longer. Time stretches like slow smoke, seconds lose rank, minutes blur into texture. The end does not announce itself, sound fades not gone, still present. Memory holds the tale, you feel finished before notice. Closure lives in instinct, no words explain this state, no speech fits. Only space responds, space listens. Hands rest on cold metal, machines sleep between tasks. Energy lingers low, purpose remains sharp. This music refuses spectacle. It chooses weight through calm, nothing pushes, everything stays. A final tone leans, then dissolves. Room tone fills the frame. attention sharpens. You sense the door close. Silence stands tall. It earns respect. It completes the thought. Nothing else follows. Light spills across quiet streets. Windows catch gold without noise. Bad feels reset. The city breathes slower. Shadows loosen their grip. Edges soften. Yesterday steps back. A clean frame appears. Movement begins without command. Birds trace simple paths. Distant thinkings hum low. Nothing interrupts the calm. A ground holds warmth from before. Gold fades gently. Balance returns. Posture straightens. Time feels patient here. Then it stops arguing. A moment opens wide, attention settles. Sound aroused with restraint, a low rhythm, steady start, melodyless without pulling. Everything stays aligned. Light climbs walls and facings, no spotlight needed. Clarity grows to presence, details sharpen. Routine begets purpose, steps fall into order. Direction forms through consistency, progress feels honest. The mind cleared, old residue, doubt loses guardian. Confidence grows quiet, focus replaced as tension. Arm zones are just been new, not dramatic, not forced, earned through time. The beat moves forward steadily, no spikes, no drops, a smooth line. Streets feel open again as we connect. Obstacles shrink, stability widens, breathe deepens naturally. The chest expands, the body agrees, energy circulates. Light reflects from simple surfaces, glass, metal, skin. Every reflection confirms presence. Nothing feels rushed, nothing lingers too long. Balance folds, still supports motion. It never dominates, it guides slightly, it stays dependable. Old weight releases slowly, not a race. Understood, set aside. The mind sorts priorities, excess drops away. Essentials remain, purpose sharpens. This moment respects effort, rest follows. Work, recovery follows, strain. The tenuity stays intact. Color returns to small things. Sidewalk, mind, street signs, leaves, card and light. Each detail feels intentional. The bitch rings the notice. Subtlety herds respect, awareness expands. Movement continues forward. No announcement, no ceremony, just motion. The rhythm never stalls, consistency builds trust. Trust fuels momentum, momentum stays control. Hearts allow with action, no friction, no resistance, flow emerges. Morning carries resolve, that optimism without reason. Stability grounded in effort, now confidence builds over time. Light beaches deep with corners, hidden spaces reveal shape. Never stays obscure or truth sits visible. Sound warms the air, a steady bass anchors motion. Higher tones lift, expectant, harmony settles. The day ochres fully am, choices feel clearer. Judgment sharpens, intent leads. Past nights lose influence, lessons remain useful. Regret stays quiet, experience informs direction. No finish line defines progress. Movement itself holds value. Presence confirms growth. Consistency proves strength. Energy spreads evenly, nothing spikes, nothing dreams. Balance projects momentum, focus stays climbed. Discipline feels natural, effort feels measured. Sustainability matters, like the king's rising, not chasing height, just following course. Reliability defines it. The beat repeats the purpose. Each cycle reinforces calm. Repetition builds foundation. Foundation supports vision. Sound fade needs in and out gently. Attention stays steady. Nothing distracts, so clarity remains. Work regains without stress. Tasks feel lighter. All
Order replaces chaos, structure supports creativity. The city feels cooperative, signals align. Timing works, resistance lowers. Movement respects patient, no burnout, no collapse. Enduring stage like settles into full presence. The frame locks, the patient holds, stalking feels unfinished. The state requires no exclamation, stands on a feeling on balance, on continuity, sand stays gum, but you quiet. Silence feels earned, the atmosphere remains steady, direction holds. The morbid take me forward, no pause needed, no reset required. The newel stays active, light remains.